Chapter 1 of the Bhagavad Gita, titled Arjuna's Despondency, introduces us to a pivotal moment on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Here, Arjuna, a skilled and honorable prince and warrior, faces a profound moral and emotional crisis that goes much deeper than the mere physical warfare. As this chapter opens, Arjuna, accompanied by his charioteer Lord Krishna, prepares to engage in battle. However, upon seeing his relatives, revered teachers, and dear friends lined up on the opposing side, Arjuna's heart sinks. He is overwhelmed not by fear of defeat, but by the moral implications of fighting against those he loves and respects. Imagine standing on a vast field, ready to fight, and then seeing your own family members on the other side. This is exactly where Arjuna finds himself. His bow, Gandiva, feels heavier with every passing moment. The joy of victory and the pursuit of honor, which motivate warriors, fade away before his eyes. Arjuna expresses his deep sorrow to Krishna. He tells him about the pain and the internal turmoil he is experiencing. It's clear he is torn between his duty as a warrior, known as Kshatriya Dharma, and his love for his family. He openly questions the righteousness of the war, pondering if claiming victory is worth the bloodshed of his own kin. Krishna, Arjuna says, how can I deal these deadly blows to Bhishma and Drona, who deserve my reverence? He struggles with the thought of harming his revered elders, who have been his mentors and guides. Arjuna's mind is clouded with doubt, and his body trembles with the thought of causing them pain. Moreover, Arjuna worries about the consequences of this war on the fabric of society. He fears that the destruction of family structures will lead to unrighteousness and social chaos, as traditions and moral codes could collapse. When unrighteousness prevails, Krishna, the women of the family, become corrupted. When women are corrupted, there arises intermixture of castes, he argues, reflecting on the long-term societal impacts. Feeling utterly confused and morally paralyzed, Arjuna is unable to decide the right course of action. His mighty arms, which have wielded weapons with great strength, now drop down as his mind reels under the weight of this ethical dilemma. In this moment of sheer vulnerability, he turns to Krishna for guidance, admitting that he is tormented by grief and unable to see clearly. What should I do? He asks Krishna desperately. In a gesture of surrender, Arjuna lays down his bow and arrows and sits down on the chariot, the symbol of his warrior status, now untouched. This physical act of laying down his weapons mirrors his inner state of surrendering to his confusion and seeking help. This chapter sets the stage for the profound spiritual discourse that follows in the Bhagavad Gita. By presenting Arjuna's turmoil, it touches on universal themes of duty, righteousness, and the moral conflicts that can tear at the human soul. Arjuna's vulnerability and his turning to Krishna for answers illustrate a fundamental teaching of the Gita. When faced with overwhelming dilemmas, seeking higher divine guidance is the path to clarity and peace. In summary, the first chapter of the Bhagavad Gita teaches us about the complexity of human emotions and duties. It challenges us to think deeply about our actions and their impacts on those around us. It also encourages us to seek wisdom and guidance in moments of confusion, reminding us that such surrender is not a sign of weakness but of great strength and humility.